Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Give to Brown. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Right back to the well. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They go to the counter. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Waddle. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Beaver! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Quarterback checking off. Williams will pass. Floating away. He's going to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flying out to the left. And he will house it. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner will be brought down.
Will take over. First and 10.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The give. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage, they create separation, they wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll fire to his right. Snags it inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll do it himself. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Floats it out in space. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Waddle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The lone back's got it. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on second down. Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he jumps. The Pirates will kick it away first.
Set to kick this one away.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, putting his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. We're just not able to be on the same page there.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
You got to love that, on defense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Now, fourth down.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The Wolverines want to move quickly. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Cook. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And here comes the offense on second down.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big
Picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, ECU. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
East Carolina 14, Michigan 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Restrepo. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They want to just keep throwing it. Firing deep. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Pirates. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
That makes the score. East Carolina 21, Michigan.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking for a man. It's Cook. This time he's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Steps away to find some room. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Dances away. Fires on the move. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a catch down the right side. Touchdown, Wolverines! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
This offense has a second down play. To the air, it's Sanders. Makes his connection. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, East Carolina 21, Michigan 7.
And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over on first and 10.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Pirates will move the sticks with the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it. Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Wideout in motion. To the air. It's Sanders. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Williams looking for a man. They're trying to get to him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got a man in the middle.
With the score, East Carolina 21, Michigan 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's gonna pass. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Reels it in down the left side. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Touchdown, Michigan! And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense doing work. And this is really a two-part equation, right? You have to get the score. They did that. Now they have to get the ball back by any means necessary.
Onside kick. They're going to need a turnover on defense. This is going to come down to someone doing something superhuman. We've seen it happen before, Reese. Will it happen again here today?
The give. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and we are all tied up late. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down for this offense. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Oh, it's a fumble. A defense scoops it up and they're bringing it back. At the 40, there he goes.
Man, that's a big mistake, and listen, I'm still going to force-feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you to the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
On the run, it's Hobbs.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? To the ground with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called. The clock stops with 26 seconds left. Third and goal coming up here. And they kneel down for a second time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Michigan.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here?